Yo, this is Galen Bingham with Kill Global Coaching and Consulting. I hope that you've been enjoying Whiskey, Jazz, and Leadership with brand new episodes every Tuesday. As we gear up for our next season, I want to remind you of a way for you to get more insight, more coaching, more advice, more wisdom from each and one of our guests. And that is by becoming a VIP. Each guest has recorded a special piece of information for each of our VIPs, and it is available as soon as you register. So look below where you find this message and become a VIP today. If you're not a VIP, this is just a little bit of what you've been missing. Mr. Dave Peacock, and I brought him into the VIP room. He's here. He's here. Come on in, man.
The more kind of understanding of what's really going on, you have better decisions you're going to make. The problem is most people don't want to tell you what's really going on in the areas in which you could fix, or you could maybe have some influence in fixing. So the bad stuff, right? And I think it's about being authentic and human. I mean, at the end of the day, business is interactions between human beings, and math matters and spreadsheets matter. But when I think of what I'm doing, and I question myself all the time where I am now, because it's an asset management firm. We're in New York, and a bunch of, kids from smart schools work in our business, and schools I could never get into because I'm a University of Kansas guy, which they laugh about when I tell them. But at the end of the day, I always tell them, it's like, we're making human decisions. And if you aren't open to kind of understanding the human experience, understanding and having some probably learned, this is going to sound like a weird term, learned intuition.
Michele, welcome to the VIP room. Come on in.
The first thing has to do with awareness itself. And I mentioned before that we often talk about self-awareness, and that is one stance of our own awareness, where we're focused literally on ourselves. And our minds have the unique capacity to do that. It's incredible. Like, we can be focused on anything, both tangible and intangible things, including our thoughts, our feelings, objects that are outside of us, ideas, memories, dreams, all of it. And when we think about what is this idea of scarcity versus abundance and a mindset, it's our focus. And if we focus on what is narrow, and we've got the blinders up, and there's this sense of narrowing in of our awareness, that is scarcity.
Bourn, and he's here. He is in the VIP room.
We're afraid of something that will in some way hurt us, Galen. It might physically, it might emotionally, it might financially, or all three, or any combination of which, okay? I can't do A because of B. And, God, if I had a dime for every freaking time I heard someone say, what would you do if you were not afraid? I mean, it's a great question, but it's coming from, I don't know. Every time I heard it, it was almost like, well, the person's asking me this question obviously has nothing to lose, or has obviously made it, is not afraid of anything, and they don't know where I'm standing. Well, maybe they do, or maybe they don't. And I'm sorry if I sound like a freaking broken record, but again, this is why having a mentor is so important. I'll tell you what, I'm giving away my bank right now, okay? Because this is what I talk about.
And that's just a taste. When you become a VIP, you also get access to our monthly What's Next newsletter, where we share bios of our upcoming guests, jazz artists that I've fallen in love with, and the whiskey juice that I've added to my collection. Not only that, you'll find out about upcoming live Q&A conversations either on Clubhouse or Facebook Live, where you can interact with me and my guests. You can ask us questions about leadership, you can ask us questions about our episodes, or our favorite music and whiskey selections. So become a VIP today. It's well worth the investment. Cheers.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.